Hey, and welcome, or welcome back if you're returning. We've been looking at the Maesters serving in the regions of Westeros, and we've been to the North, the Vale, the Iron Islands. So today, we're in the Riverlands, baby. And that is a big location. It's got some major places in it as well, like Haron Hall, River Run, Maidenpool, the Twins. We're going to start at the Twins today, and we don't know of any of their former Maesters, but we do know of their current Maester in A Song of Ice and Fire, and that is Maester Brenet. He serves House Frey at the Twins, and when the Starks are there trying to negotiate a crossing, and they need to, arrange some marriages, Edmure Tully is assigned a wife by Lord Walder Frey, and it's Rosalind Frey. The girl is beautiful, and Catelyn is like, wait, hold up, what's the catch? Is the girl infertile or something? Well, you know which creepy old dude is going to know all about that? The Maester. So she seeks him out and is taken by Lothar Frey from the wall, up some steps and across a covered bridge, leading to another stair, up a turret which must surely be the Maester's chambers. Maester Brenet is described as a great fat man, bold and double-chinned, and none too clean. His robes are stained with raven droppings, but he has an amiable personality. He explains the fertility of Rosalind's mother. He counts off her children on his fingers, which Catelyn thinks of as plump as sausages. So the way he's saying, oh, these children lived past infancy, and counting them off on his fingers kind of feels like it's implying that he was there at the time delivering the children. And the people he's speaking about, well, they're adults now. They've been around a while. Side note, he mentions a maester I forgot about in the Vale. Willemon Frey is out there serving Lord Hunter, and that's all we know about him. But yeah, it sounds like he delivered the children, so maybe he's been at the Twins for quite a while, and I think maybe Catelyn doesn't think of him or describe him as old because he's maybe only like 10 years older than her, so not a full generation older. Anyway, it sounds like he's been at the Twins for a while, and he is also known for having shaved the head of Marissa Frey, but swears the girl's hair will grow back. If it was shaved to, rid the girl of lice or something, then of course it's going to grow back, and I don't know why that's an issue. But maybe it was just because it was when the girls were being presented, and so Walder Frey just felt the need to reassure that the girl's not always bold. Maybe she has a health issue we'll hear more about. I kind of doubt it. It's just an extra storyline. Anyway, out of the Twins and onto their liege lord's castle, let's go to River Run. And Kim, or Kym, was the maester assigned to River Run when Lord Hoster Tully's children were young, so Edmure, Cat, Lysa. When they were kids, Maester Kim was there, and he prepared the moon tea for Lysa Tully when she was pregnant with Peter Baelish's child. So he knew some gossip, some tea. He is deceased, and Riverrun's maester is now Vyman. Maester Vyman is old with lined and wrinkled hands. In A Game of Thrones, Maester Vyman prepares dream wine and milk of the poppy for the ailing Hoster Tully, Lord of Riverrun. Edmure tells Catelyn that he will not be with us long, the maesters say. The pain is constant and grievous. In A Clash of Kings, Vyman prepares a map depicting the borders of the Riverlands claimed by the newly crowned King in the North, King of the Trident, Robb Stark. And he also treats the wounds of Delp after a Lannister agent attacks him, trying to free Sir Jaime Lannister. Catelyn has Vyman send a raven to Ashmark after Riverrun learns of the fall of Storm's End to Stannis Baratheon. When Vyman receives word by letter that Bran and Rickon Stark are dead at Winterfell, he brings the letter to their mother Catelyn. What was the guy to do, really? What a shit situation to have been in. In A Storm of Swords, Vyman informs Catelyn, who has been detained for having released Jaime, that Tywin Lannister has left the Riverlands after the Battle of the Fords, and that her son Robb was wounded during the storming of the crag. Despite Vyman's best efforts, Lord Hoster Tully passes away. Now, I was wondering if Hoster Tully's death is suspicious. He is old. I don't know if he's ancient. but he has been ill for a while, so it's not an unexpected death in the story. However, put it this way. Do you remember the Southern ambitions thing? Like Rickard Stark having Southern ambitions, marrying his son to Tully's children. And, well, basically, after the War of the Ninepenny Kings, Steffon Baratheon, Jon Arryn, Rickard Stark, Hoster Tully, they were all buddies. And, they were going to swap some kids around. This is why Ned and Robert got fostered at the Vale with Jon. So, of those four, Hoster Tully, he's the last one to die now. Those Southern ambitions, those alliances, they're not there. Those original plans and agreements, they're gone. Anyway, I don't know. Do you think it's weird? Is there anything there? Let me know. In A Feast for Crows, Jaime resolves the siege of Riverrun, and after the castle passes from House Tully to House Frey, Wyman remains in service to its new lord, Emmon Frey. And when a message arrives to Riverrun from King's Landing, Wyman, he accidentally opens it and reads its contents. It's from Queen Cersei declaring her love for her brother Jaime. He delivers that letter to Jaime and, says no one's read it, or you bet. And he tells him that the Citadel has declared winter has come. I haven't read it, bro, and see ya. So on to another place now, and we're going to Haron Hall, and we know of Maester Gullion. In A Feast for Crows, he accompanies the force sent from King's Landing to end the siege at Riverrun. He brings 4 cages full of ravens with him and remains with Sir Bonifer Hasty at Haron Hall after Sir Jaime Lannister leaves for Riverrun. Now, I wish we knew more about the Maesters that served at Haron Hall. They would have some good stories. The ones that have served House Lothston and Went especially. I think they were up to some funny business, were they not? House Lothston definitely was. Anyway, we also know of a historical Maester, and that was Maester Norrin. He was in service to Lord Manfred Newton of Maidenpool during the civil war known as the Dance of Dragons. This is going to have some spoilers here if you are watching House of the Dragon. He was also the keeper of the Chronicles of Maidenpool. When Lord Manfred Newton received a letter from Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen ordering him to execute her husband Daemon's paramour Nettles, Mr. Norrin is among those who he asked for their counsel. When Lord Manfred, deeply disturbed by the request to break the sacred laws of hospitality, expressed how he wished he had never read the letter, Norrin suggested that mayhaps you never did. Mayhaps that bird got lost. Who knows? But he later shows the letter to Prince Daemon Targaryen and Nettles, claiming he has not shown it to anyone else. Daemon called him a bad maester, but a good man, and requested that Norrin not say a word to anyone until the next day. The following morning, both Nettles and Daemon departed Maidenpool. After they were gone, Norrin went to Lord Manfred, asking him to take his maester's chain off his neck, bind his hands with it, and deliver him to Rhaenyra for allowing a traitor to escape. Lord Manfred, the G, and I'm normally on Rhaenyra's side, but Manfred, he replied, "Keep your chain, we are all traitors here." Maidenpool declared for King Aegon II that night, forsaking Rhaenyra's cause. And that's that one. Also, I was umming and ahhing about whether or not to include Qyburn in this list, because we do first meet him in the Riverlands, but I guess he's not currently serving, he's just with the brave companions, but he does serve when he gets to the Crownlands. I think he is creepy though, and there's a lot to that guy, so I think he needs a bit of a standalone video, so that's going to be the next one. Have I forgotten anyone? Do you have any theories on them? And also, do you have any theories that you want talked about with Qyburn? Let me know. Can you do your girl a favour and like the video? Leave me a comment and tell me how good your day's going. Or not. If you subscribed, turn on your notifications. You'll know when the Qyburn video hits. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Cheerio.